Hey, good morning. We are here in Seattle. As you can see behind us right here is the brand new Princess Discovery. So we are going to be on the Discovery for the next 7 days to Alaska. Our port of call will be Juneau, Skagway, Ketchikan, and then Victoria, Canada, BC. All right, so.
It's my birthday.
Yeah, and today is Marshall's birthday, so we'll be embarked onto the Discovery. He's happy. He's always celebrating his birthday on the cruise ship, by the way. Just letting you know. All right, so so join us for the next 7 days on the brand new Discovery Princess. Yay! All right, so just want to let you know, we got here to the port at noon, and as you can see, there's a long line of people, which is unusual. I've been cruised a lot since last year, and I would think they would pretty much laying out people to different time, but I guess it seemed to me it's like the old days where everyone just show up at the port and check in. So everyone's here. There is no such thing as time. They just go in with our luggage. So we've been in line for like at least half an hour now, and we're approaching the gate up there. So it's been a long wait. All right, there it is. That's our ship right here, the Discovery Princess. So it takes about 2 hours for us to be in line and then check in. So after 2 hours, we finally got through, got our medallions, and now we are boarding the ship here. All right, let's see where the room is. Ooh, here he is. Here's our room. Let's check out our room first. All right. Ample closet space here. Ample closet space. I'm gonna check out the bathroom. Here. All right. So here's the bathroom here. All right. They have the shower curtain here. Okay, so here's our room right here. So we have a twin setup here, which I will ask them to put them together because I don't want twin. But we have the balcony room, and let's show you the balcony. Nothing good right now because we're at the port in Seattle. But eventually it will be really nice, right? To see Alaska. And here's our desk right here. Basic stuff. And then we have these right here. Let me show you the TVs. It's like 42-inch TV here. And then Marshall, you want to show the fridge? There should be a fridge right here. You can open the fridge here. And what's in the fridge? So this is the fridge here.
That is a fridge.
Yeah, sometimes they put soda and stuff in there, remember?
Yeah.
All right, so that's it. So that is, so what do you think, Marshall?
Pretty cool.
You like this?
Where am I gonna sleep?
Good question. I think you can sleep
Outside.
out here in the balcony. Yeah, Marshall will have the balcony for this whole cruise. Just make sure
So
we
nice.
get an extra blanket, okay? All right, so that's it. That's our room tour here. We go head up to the buffet and eat because we are hungry. Alright, so we're here with the salsa, with the Mexican station here. And then you have the hibachi grill right here. With lamb and beef. Alright. Okay, and you have your freshly baked bread right here. There's a little deli here. You got a ham. You got tuna salad, egg salad, salmon salad, chicken salad. You got crab sandwich here. You got prosciutto and salami right here. This is good. I'm gonna try that one too. You got roasted vegetable here. You got chicken fajitas here. You got roast chicken, steamed rice, vegetable, fruits. You got salad here. So you got a salad station here. Alright, so over here you got a cup of soup. Got some clam chowder, which is nothing left. You got bean soup here. Nice. And then you got the rice. And then you got a pork here. You got steamed rice here. Nice dal, so you got more Indian flavor here. Steamed pork fried rice. You got teriyaki beef and stir fry. Piece of carrot and olive. Real calamari. Ooh. Uh-oh, I know what I want. Get some salmon there. You got Mexican pollo, spiced chicken. You got pork leg, roasted pork leg here. You got Chicago ground right here. Chicken and cane, mashed potato, grilled fish fillet, Greek roast chicken, grilled pork chop, Cajun spice, and then you get a pasta station here, spinach, pasta, separate pie, baked pasta with cheese. And then you got your soup station here on this side too. And then you got the fruit salad here. And then you got grab and go here. Just like mini a la carte stuff. I'm just walking around here to get out of view. Cheese and bread here. Baguette with eggplant. Right. Got smoothies here, chocolate, fruits, salad. there's a closed sections. We only have this section left. We got fish and chips. So a pretty good selection on the first day up here for lunch. All right, so that should. All right, so here is what I have for today lunch. Rice and pork, fish and chips, bacon, salmon, poached salmon, boiled chicken, grilled calamari, and clam chowder. All right, so we're here at the Lotus Spa. This is the enclave right here. All right, so this is the entrance to the enclave right here. All right, so I'm here at the enclave right here, and this is the first room, the hammam. It's a Turkish style steam bath. And then you got a special shower here. Wow. This is nice. And then this is the second room right here, the Cardarium room. Wow. And of course, these are heated bed right here, stone bed. Very nice. Then this is shower here. Wow. All right, and this is Hanley from South Africa. She wants to say hi. We are in the enclave right here. How's the water? Nice, right? I can be here all day. All right, so we are leaving Seattle. As you can see here, the weather is kind of iffy today. And the sail away party, instead of on the pool deck, is being moved down to the plaza on deck 5. All right, so for the first night here, for some reason, when I look up my app, I don't see that I make any reservation for tonight dinner. So we just decided to do the, walk up at the Skagway main dining for tonight. It wasn't too bad. The wait was maybe a few minutes and that's it. All right, so let's see what they have for tonight here in dinner, and then I will show you, okay? All right, so for tonight dinner here, we are at the Skagway main dining, and this is the menu for tonight here, as you can see. All right. So this is on first night here. All right, so for our first appetizer for tonight, we have the seared garlic prawn. Marshall got the linguine with clam and white sauce, and I just have your cocktail shrimp, really. So this is our first round here for appetizers.
First meat.
All right, so my second appetizer is here, the French onion soup. Let me see, it does look good. So let me see the texture. Ooh, that looks good, right? Okay. And see how it tastes here. Let me try a little bit here. French. And the funniest thing is, I don't normally eat onions, like at all, on my food. I normally ask them without onions, but I love the onion soup though. Let's see. All right, it's very good. Good job on the onion soup. All right, so here it is. Our entree is out right now. This is the short ribs right here. This is the pan-fried cod. This is comfort Sultan fried chicken. And then this is the beef seafood stew, right? So yeah, they all look very good. So this will be our entree for tonight. Great. All right, so here it is. Marshall is doing his fried chicken.
If you're eating southern food, you gotta eat it.
We are doing an Alaska cruise, and he's going to eat fried chicken, people. Marshall will eat fried chicken on an Alaska cruise.
Tastes like fried chicken.
Tastes like fried chicken, Marsha say. Wow. All right, so I'm gonna try the cod here. See how it tastes here. This is the pan-fried cod. It's pretty thick pieces too. Wow. Okay, not too bad. And then this one right here is the short rib. I'm going to try this one for you. Short rib looks good, yeah. Our waiter said that the short rib is good, so I'm going to try this one. Oh wow, it's good. The short rib is very good. And the beef stew is very good too, right? All right, so that's 4 out of 4. Looking good, looking good. Finger looking good, right? All right, so I'm the only one who ordered dessert for tonight because everyone is full. So I got this banana foster for dessert here for tonight.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, everybody.
Happy birthday, dear Marshall. Happy birthday to you. Yay.
Welcome to the Princess Theater. Hello. And folks, my name is Duval Gamble. It's my pleasure to be your cruise director. And folks, you have picked an incredible way to vacation. I mean, think about it. You don't have to worry about who's gonna cook your food, or who's gonna make the bed, or who's gonna clean the dishes. You don't have to worry about any of those things because we're gonna take care of that for you. As a matter of fact, I'll let you in on some of the secrets. Listen, some days we'll go outside and we'll change the scenery for you. Yeah. Other nights we'll even help rock you to sleep. It's all part of the joys of being on a cruise ship. As I said, though, my name is Duval. It's a bit of a weird name, I do know that, but I kind of like it. I got it as a gift for my birthday. If you need any help remembering it, just think of the actor Robert Duvall, but we just traded in the Roberts part for a perfectly even tan. I don't know if you can tell from my accent, but I'm from the United States of America. Yes, I'm one of the 14 crew members on board from the United States of America. It's not many of us at all. More specifically, I'm from the Midwest. Do we have any Midwesterners in the room? Midwest. Awesome. What state are you guys from? What state are you from?
Kansas City.
Kansas City. Kansas. Gotcha. Kansas. From Kansas City in Kansas. Gotcha. What street? Which one? Aberdeen. Perfect. My brother, he actually works in Kansas City. And he's a burglar. I'm busy this week. Well, myself, I am from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm from St. Louis. All right, I got a ride home. All right. We're right there in the middle of the country. We have our big half McDonald's sign. We have the arch. But this cruise isn't about me. It's not about me. It's about you. The places you're going to go, the things you're going to do, the friends that you are going to meet on the way. And I'm telling you, you are on the friendliest ship. And I want you guys to be able to say hello to one another. So I want you to meet the people next to you. I want you to turn to the persons on one of your sides and say, hello, you're looking good. Perfect. Good. Now I want you to look back at them. Now look back at them and say, why, thank you. I know I look good. It's the hair. And you don't want to forget about the people in front of you and behind you. So tap the person in front of you and say, hey, how's it going? Perfect. Now look back at them and say, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Perfect. Now you're all acquainted. If you see each other around, say hello to one another. Like I said, this is one of the friendliest ships on the 7 seas. Not just the crew, but you all. Already, I've had so much fun on board. I like y'all so much better than the last people. I don't say that every time, just last time and the time before that and the time before that. But we are so happy to have you on board the Discovery Princess, the newest ship in the Princess fleet. This is a gorgeous ship, don't you agree? It's a gorgeous ship. And we want you to go out and enjoy and discover this ship as we head up north to Alaska. We are going to the last frontier. Alaska is absolutely stunning. How many of you have never been to Alaska before? Never, never. Oh my goodness, that's just about everybody. Just about everybody, not you two, but just about everybody else. We are going up to Alaska and we are taking you to some great ports. Now we're not just going to be taking you to these ports and dropping you off and saying, all right, hope you have a good time, and then leaving. Instead, we want you to get immersed in the culture, know what's happening, why this land is so beautiful, how the native people live. We want you to learn all of those things. And not only that, we are bringing on some Alaskan special events here on board the Discovery Princess. For example, we are bringing on the first ever female winner of the Iditarod sled dog race. Yes. Libby Riddles will be on board the Discovery Princess in just a couple days. We're also bringing on some adorable Alaskan Husky puppies. It's adorable. That's the proper response. We are also having on some Alaskan brewed beers. We have on, you have the, I know who would be for that too. We have bits of glacial ice that you can actually have in your cocktails. You can have a bit of glacier in your drinks, I'm telling you. We have been doing Alaska for over 50 years and we do it right. So you have picked the best way to head up north to Alaska. Now, of course, I want you to get involved in all the Alaskan experiences, but also we just have some good entertainment here in the theater. I mean, every night you'll have a different show. We have singers on board, we have dancers, we have musicians, we have magicians, we have comedians, which brings me to tonight's show. Are you guys ready for a good show? Yeah! All right, well, tonight's performer is second to none. He has a list of accolades that's longer than my arm, but better than just tell you, I think I ought to show you. So take a look at the screens. Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime!
How you doing? The name's Michael. Hello, Michael. My name's Patrick. Patrick, where are you from? Dublin. Dublin, you say? I'm from Dublin. What high school did you go to? St. Mary's. St. Mary's, you say? I went to St. Mary's. What year did you graduate? 95. 95? I graduated in 95. I can't believe it. You're from all the places I've been and I've never met you before. And here you are sitting right next to me. It's a small world indeed.
Hey, Joe. What's going on tonight? Not much. Kind of slow tonight. But the O'Brien twins are drunk again.
I got married because I was tired of eating out, cleaning the house, doing laundry, and wearing shabby clothes. Funny, I just got divorced for the same reasons.
Honey, pack your things. I just won the lottery.
Should I pack for cold or warm weather?
Doesn't matter, as long as you're gone by noon.
Harry, what are you doing in this line? Your wife bosses you around more than anyone. I don't know. My wife told me to stand here.
Hi, Dad.
Hey, kiddo. How was school?
It was good. Did you know that in some parts of the world, a man doesn't know his wife until they get married?
That's true everywhere, kiddo.
So, Frank, how's the sex life?
Oh, nothing special. I'm having Social Security sex.
Social Security sex?
Yeah, I get a little each month, but not enough to live on.
Honey, I'm in the hospital. Now don't worry, the doctor thinks I'm going to be all right. I got hit by a car outside the office, and Tina brought me to the emergency room. They've been doing some tests and taking x-rays. I took a strong blow to the head, but it's not too serious or expected to have any lasting effects. But I do have 3 broken ribs, a broken arm, a compound fracture of my left leg, and there's a slight chance they may have to amputate my right leg.
Who's Tina?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Princess Theater. Your feature performer tonight has been seen on The Tonight Show, Comedy Central, and Comics Unleashed. This Emmy nominee has been named Best of the Fest at numerous comedy festivals. He's also been the opening act for Steve Harvey, George Lopez, and the legendary late George Carlin. Please welcome to the stage, Lamont Ferguson.
This is second. I thought the music would have a different effect. And you guys are just like, you stopped the applause right there. Like, I was there, and then I got over here, and there was just silence, and I stood here and looked at you, and you're like, we're already done. It's weird. It's very weird. You good? You all right? Yeah. All right, very nice. Before we go any further, a nice round of applause for your cruise director, Duval, and that's for him. Nice to work with Duval again. Pleasure to be here. Thanks for being over here, coming out, seeing what Lamont's up to. That's me, I'm Lamont. Seeing what's going on. I know it's a long day. The first day on the ship is a long travel day, so I do appreciate you coming on over. And I appreciate you not being the people that I had to fight with on the first show. They were okay. They were all right. A little more work than it needed to be, but still. No, I'm just telling you the truth. So here's the deal. I have, and then it's exciting, right? The brand new ship, it's lovely, and we're sailing to Alaska for better weather. That was a little weird today, wasn't it? It's July, right? It is July, and man, that sail away, there was a lot of water out there on the pool deck. That was a lawsuit waiting to happen, is what it was. There's a lot of people with settlement in their eyes. So anyway, none of that is the nonsense I came out here to talk about. I got to get some business out of the way first of all. This is my 5th Princess ship. I did a couple of stints on the Ruby Princess, a couple of stints on the Caribbean Princess, and then moved up here to the big ship. It's nice. And I am relatively new to cruise ship comedy. And so I'm here to let you know that this is not going to be what, if you're regulars at being on cruises and seeing comedy, I'm not that. So this may not be the show for you, which was all the first audience. Like if you're used to the comic that comes out here and he's going to talk about all the cruise stuff, like, oh, the food and the cabins are tiny and the flushing of the toilet, that ain't me, all right? I'm going to tell you right now, I think the casino is open. Go do that. Go do that, because that's not me, all right? And like I said, I'm new to cruise comedy, but not new to comedy. I've done this a long time. I've done stand-up since I was 17 years old. That would be 40 years. Yeah, this is my 40th year doing stand-up. I know it's hard to tell because black don't crack, but still, it is the truth. I turned 57 on May 1st. It's 40 years of doing stand-up. So. And I've had a very blessed career, as was said in the intro. I've done all that stuff. I've been on The Tonight Show a handful of times. I have comedy specials. I've got one that's out right now called You Had All Day on Amazon Prime. I have opened for Steve Harvey, George Lopez, the legendary late George Carlin, to name a few. No BS here. I've opened twice for the artist formerly known as Bill Cosby. That is the truth. And that meant a lot more 15 years ago. I've been nominated for an Emmy. Yeah. I tell you these things to let you know that I'm not really here for your approval. I already know that I'm funny. Now, and I'm not kidding either. You can stare all you want to. You're lucky I'm here. Now look. Thank you, whoever said that. Thank you for coming. I appreciate that. It's very nice of you. Yeah, it's different. Like I said, my act is different. There's an edge to it, but I will still fit along the lines that are in the contract to keep the gig, for crying out loud. There's a lot of restrictions on cruise ship comedy. They go, oh, you got to be family friendly because we're in the theater. And then I was, okay, that's fine, but that's also very up in the air because it depends on whose family we're referring to. Some families are cursing up a storm. But I'm fine with that. Like I said, I'll stick to that. And then they go, oh, no profanity, which is odd. Because I don't care whether there's profanity or not profanity, but I'm too old and I've done this too long to just accept that at face value without asking questions. So when they go no profanity and I said why, they said, because there might be older people and we don't want to offend the older people with profanity. I'm like, oh, you mean the people that taught us how to use profanity? Those people? Oh, okay. All right, fine. The other thing is the children. Now, there were some children in the first show. That's the thing they always talk about. That's the big, oh, we got to protect the children. We got to protect them. That's the mantra. Have you seen the children? Oh, I've seen the children. Who is going to protect us from those monsters? That's what I say. And I'm sorry, I just took a moment in my head where I just compared what just happened there to the entire first show. And I won't talk about it anymore, I'm sorry. But look, we're out, this is nice. You guys didn't know me ahead of time, but oh my goodness, we had to end that whole thing in the shutdown because, whoa, sir, I was crushing that weight gain challenge. Good Lord, look at me. I'm gonna come out of this thing with 2 before pictures. I found my passion. My passion is sitting on the couch watching television and eating. That's it. That's my jam. It's like I was born to do this. It comes so easy for me. I gotta get back into shape. I go to the doctor. Gotta go to the doctor. I'm not a fan of the doctor because of the weigh-in. They do the weigh-in, and I don't like that because they have that unattainable, unachievable BMI index, that body mass index thing. Makes no sense whatsoever. The doctor goes, well, at your height, you should weigh this. And I'm like, I would be dead. When they created this chart, did people have access to food? Because this seems impossible. 5'10", that's what I am, sir. You know what I am? I'm obese. That's what I am. According to that chart, I am obese. It goes underweight, normal weight, overweight, obese, then morbidly obese. I'm on the obese thing. I don't like that because that sounds too medical. I'm like, where is fat bastard? Where is that? I'd like to be that. I'm okay with that. That sounds jolly. It's ridiculous. I gotta work out to achieve the next level, which is overweight. Do you understand that? I gotta work out to get to overweight. You lost some weight? Yes, I'm now overweight is what I am now. It is very difficult as an American to lose weight because we can always find fatter people to stand next to. Like, oh, I'm obese. Well, what about now? Well, svelte, good Lord. My t-shirts have reached a Winnie the Pooh level. I used to make fun of Winnie the Pooh and Donald Duck. Why? Didn't wear pants. Neither one of them wore pants. And after 2 years of the shutdown, I totally get it now. Been walking around the house like a rapidly growing toddler. And for that visual, you're welcome. All right, folks. Let's find out what we got going on. Do we have young people at this show? Young folks here at this show? Yeah. How old are you? 12. Oh, okay. I'll see what you can get out of this show. I'm not really sure. It's not my demographics, 12-year-olds only, mainly because you have no money. No money in making 12-year-olds laugh, for crying out loud. But I'll see what I can do. What's your name? Annie. Oh, beautiful name. Very nice. It's a nice little retro name. We like that. Not the trendy, white names. I'll talk about that later, but here's what we'll do. Because there have been other things going on other than the whole pandemic thing, and I thought, this is what I'll do. I'll try to put some stuff together that has nothing to do with that. So I I just looked at the internet, found some news stories, wrote them down, and I'll give you my opinion on the news stories. Christian, I'm going over here now. Here's where I am. And so these are actual news items that I found, and I will just tell you the story. We'll throw up a picture that has nothing to do with, they're not funny pictures, they're just pictures like news story pictures, and then I'll tell you my opinion of them. All right, you ready for that? Yeah. Very nice. All right, here we go. News item. This is a little lighter side of Lamont before I go over there and finish up with stuff. Here we go. This is the first item, news item number 1. Boom. The fast food chain KFC is being sued for the fat content in its fried chicken. The Center for Science and the Public Interest says the chicken contains staggering amounts of trans fat. Let's take a look at this, shall we, folks? The restaurant is called Kentucky Fried Chicken. If you're ordering your food by the bucket, I'm going to say health is not your main concern. The restaurant released a statement saying, if you think the amount of fat is staggering, wait till you see how little chicken we actually use. All right, so we're off and running. News item number 2. Before this news item, we find out, do we have any Canadian people here? Okay, that is so Canadian and so opposite of American. Duval came out here and he said, I am, by my accent, I'm American. Everybody was like, woo! And they go, we have Canadian people. Yes, present, here we are. We're here, here we are. How are you? Hi, how are you, neighbor? Where are you from in Canada, my friends? Montreal, beautiful Montreal. And this is the reason why I give a shout out to Canadian folks on every show, is because having done this for 40 years, and I work a lot of cruises. I work 3 cruise lines. I work this line, I work Holland, I work Celebrity, I work a lot of cruises, and then I work on land. But the majority of my income on land for 25 of the 40 years that I've done stand-up, made by choice working in Canada. So that's why I always give a shout out to the Canadian people. They've always been nice. This is a little story from Canada. It's not from your province there in Quebec. This is from the province west in Alberta, a town in Alberta, Canada called Taber, Alberta, Canada. This is what they've done. They have outlawed using foul language in public. People caught violating the new law will be issued a ticket that has a $150 fine, which more than likely will be immediately followed by another ticket. That's what I think is going to happen there. Pretty sure. That is a 2 for every single time is what that is. This next is survey news. According to a recent survey, 75% of cell phone users text while using the bathroom. Yeah, I know. It's very disturbing, isn't it? Although not as disturbing as the 12% that Skype. Yeah, that's worse. As I said, these are all actual news items. You guys may remember this from earlier this year. Due to an issue with a broken toilet, 4 astronauts returned from the International Space Station having to wear diapers. Remember that story? So they had a problem with the broken toilet, and they just slapped them into diapers and sent them back to Earth. When asked what factors were taken into consideration to come to this decision, a NASA spokesperson said, depends. More travel news. After searching an airline traveler, customs officials in Australia found 2 live pigeons stuffed inside of a man's pants. When questioned about the birds, the man looked at the officers and said, ta-da! The next up is Montreal. We go into Montreal here. This is the news story here. A man has been sentenced to 16 months in prison after he was found guilty of breaking into payphone. You know what? Hang on a second. I'm not sure this is going to work. Annie, I'm not... got a lot of young people here. Got Annie here. Got other young people here in their 20s. There. How old are we there? 14. Yeah, this is not good. Okay. This is going to bring up a little segment I like to call... Old Man Lamont speaks to millennials and Gen Z, all right? You guys would be Gen Z, and I don't know why they named it Gen Z, because there's no more letters. But hey, Gen Z, hey, what's up? Hey. What's up? This is a payphone. It's a phone that was kept out on the street for general public use. Anyone could use it for the cost of 1 dime. No. You had to know the number of the person you were going to call. Had to have it memorized. Otherwise, you'd look it up in a phone book. This is a phone book. See, a phone book had all the... I'm sorry. A book is something that was kept in a library. I was a little too far ahead. A library is a building. You know what? I'm sorry. We got to move the show along. So if you just Google it, then we'll just get back to the show is what goes on there. Just Google that. And that is Old Man Lamont Speaks to Millennials and Gen Z. All right? Whoops. Let's go there. Sorry. The 14-year-old, what's your name?
Sadie.
Sadie?
Yeah.
I like that. That's nice.
Thank you.
It's also a throwback. Sadie, Annie. You guys are young, so toys are like electronic stuff for you guys. But I'm an old man. Some of the people in this room are the same age, or if not older than me. Mattel was everything for us, right? Mattel was the thing. Christmas at Mattel. Mattel is still around. This is what Mattel has done. Mattel has recently introduced a new curvy Barbie. The dolls feature include a fuller tummy, thicker thighs, and a larger backside. So far, the new dolls have received positive reviews from various women's groups, college students, and Black Ken. Now, sorry, did I miss Black Ken on that thing there? There, Black Ken, sorry. Black Ken. It's weird. I like this section. You're with me on that, right? Yeah? This section's with me. I'm feeling a lot of white guilt in the centers. What's going on there? A lot of people like, I don't know, can we laugh at that? Is it okay? You're looking for other black people to find, see if they're laughing, and I don't know how many you'll find. It is a cruise. Although I look, because I've looked, I look all the time. We're close to capacity, and I've looked. I'm always looking for black people when I'm on the cruise. We've got quite a few black folks on this cruise. God, good on them. Very nice. I'm always looking. It's my little game I like to play called, Where's Waldo? But it's like, Where's Jamal? Anyway. Got any brothers and sisters here at this show? All right, cool. The rest of you guys, that was a weird thing. You guys were like, does he mean like related brothers? And what is he? I don't understand the show. I don't know why we can't get, I've been on like a mini cruise. I don't know why we can't get more black people on cruises. President of Carnival, by the way, which is the umbrella company that owns this company, black men. The former president of Holland America, black men. I don't know why we can't get more black people. I mean, I understand that historically we don't have a great track record with sailing. But anyway. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that historically correct for you? Take your ass to the first show. All right, let's move along, shall we? Oh, man, I didn't do this on the first show. According to a recent study, couples who said they had sex 4 or more times a week did not report feeling any happier than those who had sex only once a week. This study was conducted by the group Women Against Viagra. All right, and finally of the stories I put together for you guys. This is a Kansas man. That's his mugshot. This man was recently arrested and charged with attempted robbery because he walked into a bank, gave the teller a note that said, "I have a gun, give me money," and then he went and sat down in the lobby and waited for the police to arrive. When the police showed up, they interviewed him, and he said, "I had recently had a fight with his wife, and he would rather go to jail than spend another minute in the house with that woman." Here's the kicker. Because of overcrowding, he was sentenced to house arrest. Or as he refers to it, the death penalty. That's what that is. That, folks, is the jokes I put together for you fine folks here tonight. It's nice. Check where we are on time, otherwise this will turn into a hostage situation. Okay, perfect, very nice. I tell you those things, that little light to ease you into me. Here we go. During the pandemic, I did something very interesting. I took a 23andMe test. Anyone else take this DNA type of test? Okay. Oh, let me ask you a question. What was the most surprising thing you learned from the results of your DNA test?
1% Cameroon.
1% Cameroon. Okay, yeah, that would be very surprising. What did we find out over here? Anyone else over here? What's the most surprising thing we found out? Wait, what? Did you say our dog is not what we thought it was? You gave a 23andMe test to your dog? Which, by the way, is the whitest thing I have ever heard. You got scammed. That's hilarious. What did you think the dog was? It was an esky poo? Oh my goodness, this just gets more and more Caucasian. An esky poo. I've said it twice and I don't feel right. I would never call a dog that. But here's the thing about it. It's a weird statement to make, but it is the truth. Oh, let me ask, are the black folks here, any of you taken this test? Yes? No, okay, no. Because we shouldn't take the test. White people can do it all they want to. But we shouldn't, because it's very angering, very surprising and shocking. You guys don't understand. Let me tell you, this is what I found out. I am 81.7% sub-Saharan African. Do you understand how shocking that is at 57 years old to find out that I am a mostly black man? Mostly black. 81, I've been saying I'm black. No, I am 81.7 mostly black. I'm closer to a B- black than I am to a B+ black. I'll wait for you to do the math on that. I also found out that I am 16.2% British and Irish. What? What in the world? You find out I'm 16.2% Massa? Like, no wonder it's been taking me so long to make it. 16.2% of me's been holding me back. Here's the thing, I think we should all take it. I really do, as much as I said that black people shouldn't. I think we should all take it because it will ease racial tension. Because this is what I believe. I believe, one, we're all related because, now granted, I've only taken one test and I've not done much study. I believe there's only 6 family lines in the entire world. Not because of those numbers I just told you, because of this number. I also found out that I am 1.1% Chinese. So on behalf of my people, I'd like to say stop the Asian hate. I've been living a much larger percentage of black life than I should have been. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Somebody owes me 16.2% white privilege. Anyway. There was something, I was going to go somewhere else and I decided, no. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Because I like how race makes cruise ship audiences uncomfortable. And I'm going to speak on behalf of minorities here, the minorities here in the room, that's not the crew, the people that are here in the room. You're here, yes? On behalf of us, we say this. We are equal, but we are culturally different. Do you understand? That's the difference. We are culturally different. There are white things. This is not good or bad, not pointing fingers. This just is. These are things. There are white things. White words used by white people for white people. They're just white words. Words like inheritance. Inheritance? That is the whitest of all the words. You won't find any whiter than that word. Take a look at this building. My father used to own this building. Now we own this building. Yeah, we inherited this building. Yeah, that's white people. That's not, we don't pass down buildings. We pass down debt. That's what we pass down. Take a look at this bill. Daddy used to owe this bill. Now we owe this bill. We inherited a damn bill. That's what we did. There are white activities. Come on now. Antiquing? Come on. Seriously? You go shopping for old stuff? There ain't a minority in this room that's ever gone shopping for old stuff. If we want to see some old stuff, you know what we do? We open our eyes and take a look around the house. That's what we do. Oh my God, take a look at all these antiques. I can't wait to pass this down. Wine tasting, that's another white activity. It is. You found a loophole on drinking and driving. There's a white-only issue. That issue is privacy. Privacy means a lot to white folks. Doesn't mean anything to minorities. Doesn't. You guys get fired up about it. We got to get a petition signed. The government's going to be spying on us, going to know where we are. Nobody, not a minority in here, gives a damn about privacy. They don't know where we are. People know where I am when I walk into a room every single time. If I go to a grocery store, they go, ooh, there's a black man in aisle 7. I look up, sure as hell, I'm on aisle 7. And here, let me get out of this. Still gonna make you uncomfortable how we get out of this. I don't even know how to say it, so I'm gonna say it, we'll deal with it, and we'll move on. ADD is the whitest disease I have ever heard of in my entire life. I don't know a single black kid with ADD. Why, but we gotta find out what's wrong with Justin. You wanna find out what's wrong with Justin? Drop Justin off at my house. I'll have him diagnosed in about an hour. You come and go, what's wrong with him? Well, Justin, we like to call badass syndrome. That's what's wrong with Justin. Justin don't have ADD, Justin is BAD. That's what's wrong with him. People, look, I'm on stage a lot. I'm on television very often. I'm not saying that it doesn't exist because it does. Some of us sitting here have kids, no kids, legitimately have ADD. It does exist. But it doesn't exist in the numbers that they tell us it exists. I read a study recently that said 3 out of 5 kids, 60% of our kids are diagnosed with ADD. Well, if that's the case, then we need to stop having kids. Because if those numbers were on an automobile, there would be a recall. You bet your ass on that. There's a problem in the factory. We got to shut down the belt. Let me get it straight. The kids have a hard time paying attention, so we give the kids Ritalin to help them. We got to have kids in our society on drugs to cope with life. Life at 8, folks. How hard is life at 8? You keep your pants zipped during the day and you don't shit yourself. That's a good damn day at 8. Heck, I don't even know who I'm kidding. That's a good damn day at 57. Seriously, you're like, how was your day? Well, I didn't soil myself, I guess. All right. Annie's 12. Sadie's 14. You're the future. You know that, right? Counting on me. Because I've got the kids. You guys have kids? Feel that enthusiasm. Good Lord. That was about your own lives. You're like, kid, yeah, we got him. We got him. It was an impulse buy. We don't know what we were thinking. We should have got the gum. Now we're stuck with these people. You have siblings, Sandy? How many? 1? Boy, girl? Girl. Older, younger? Older. I've got the children. 4 kids, which is too many kids. That's what that is. 4 kids is way too many kids. If this was 1822, sure, have 4 kids. 2022, no reason to have 4 kids. There are no more fields to plow. Now look. I don't normally give the ages, but I'll give you guys the ages. 4 kids. There's Alex. He's 34 years old. He lives in Seattle. Good kid. There's Sydney. She's 32. I'll do a little bragging on Sydney. Proud of all the kids, but I'll do extra bragging. You'll understand why. Because Sydney's the only one that followed the old man's footsteps in the show business. Sydney is an actress. Sydney lives in New York, works in New York. Sydney went to and graduated from NYU. She closed out Mamma Mia on Broadway. She had a Super Bowl commercial. She's been in the business since she was 4 years old. The first thing she ever received was a lead role in a weird cultish movie, one of the first superhero movies. The movie's called Spawn. Anybody? The little girl that's in the movie, that's my daughter.
Oh.
And then other movies she's been, probably the most well-known movie she's been in was Jennifer Garner's 13 Going on 30. She's in that. So that's Sydney, who's 32. Then there's Noah. Noah's 19, college student. I know you hear that. You go, there's 4 kids. We heard 34, 32. Then there was a gap, 19. But there's 4. What happened? Olivia is 8. Now look. I know. I was almost out. Then they dragged me back into Shawshank. That's what's happened in my life. I should have got busy living. Now I'm just carrying pockets full of dirt out to the courtyard. Here's the thing. You have a kid early in life, you have a kid later on, that last kid ends up being spoiled. You don't have as many plates to spin. I know this from personal experience because I'm the oldest of 4 children. My youngest sister's 12 years younger than I am. She was spoiled growing up, just how it is. Olivia is spoiled, because I'll tell you the truth. There's not an ounce of discipline going on in the house at all. Just me and her mother staring at her going, you're a very strange little person. That's all we do. There's no BS in this act. It's me just talking. All the stuff I tell you about my life, that's all true. Those kids, those ages, that's what they are. Olivia is 8. She'll be 9 at the end of September. When she was 3, she did something wrong. She's being chastised by me. In the middle of her being chastised, she says, I don't have time for this. And she left the room. Because a 3-year-old today apparently much busier than we were at 3. There's a lot of shapes to memorize. You never know, it'll be a pop quiz on colors. I can't be here for this. And her mother just laughs. I got to sit there and go, okay, all right, well then could you crayon me in? When you got a block of time, just crayon me in. You know why she would do something like that? No fear. Not an ounce of fear. She knows for a fact I will not kill her. She knows that. People my age, my generation, we did not grow up with that same luxury as children. My mother threatened to kill us on a daily basis. We turned out fine. Here's a direct quote from my childhood. My mother actually said, your father's going to come home and find you kids buried in the backyard. Yeah, you hear that when you're 7. It's time to straighten up and listen to the crazy woman, you know. Because at 7, I'm only going on hearsay that I'm the oldest. I don't know whose photos were in those frames before me. That's all I'm saying. So I try as much as someone who comes up and is a little bit cranky, I guess would be the best way to describe me. I will fight for the young people. I will. Here's the knock on the generations, the people that are in their 20s, from people that are how old are you, sir? 57. 57. Yeah, people we go, oh, you guys are spoiled, you guys are coddled, you guys are so unprepared for the real world that when you're turned out in the real world, you end up back at home. And I say you leave them alone, because that's not them, that's you as a parent. Because somewhere down the line, they changed the way that we parent. They told us you got to be extra encouraging to your kids. And you tell your kids, you just follow your dreams. You don't listen to anyone. You just follow your dreams. And they get out in the real world and realize there's no financial backing for a cat water park. And then they're back in your damn house. So you leave them alone. It's tough enough for crying out loud. Like your journey, Andy, to get to 12, much more difficult than it was for this man, than our journey. We had it easy. It was a much more dangerous world to live in than you have now. So God bless you on that. Because I don't have horror stories to tell my kids. My parents and grandparents told me, because I didn't have to walk to school 9 miles in the snow, uphill, both ways. I didn't have to do that. It's scary to tell my kids, you know, when we were little, we had to get up and walk to the TV to change the channel. And we were thankful when we got there. Sometimes I had to be the antenna. You don't know. You don't know.
Oh my God.
Sadie, you know what the biggest fear I had as a kid? Still afraid of it. Don't care who knows about it. Quicksand. I am scared to death of quicksand. I don't know what quicksand is. I don't know what it is. I don't know where it is. All I know is I want nothing to do with quicksand. I don't even have any information to give people going to be near quicksand. If somebody said, you know what, Lamont, we might be going camping and we may be near quicksand, what should we do? All I can tell them is, well, wear a hat. Because that's the only thing I'm sure you caught in the quicksand. That's how they know. Look, there's Lamont's hat. Lamont must be in the quicksand. No. All right. Do you have any questions at this point of the show? No? Okay, fair enough. Like I said, I like the name. I like the name Sadie. I like the name Manny. Throwback names. Here's the thing about names. Sometimes I view names the same way I view models of cars. And sometimes they just stop making you. You understand that? Sometimes there's no more you. 57, sir, what's your name?
Robert.
Robert. Let me ask you a question, Annie. Are there any Roberts? Let's say you're 12, so you're probably going into 7th grade is what it is. Are there any Roberts in your class? No, yeah, because they don't make you anymore, Robert. That's right. You were the last 57 Robert off the assembly line. They don't make the Robert anymore. Do you understand this? Sometimes they just don't make you. When's the last time you looked at a baby? Ooh, that's an adorable baby. What's that baby's name? And they go, Stan? Yeah, they don't, because they don't make the Stan anymore. There's no more Robert, no more Stans. In the 70s, every third dude was named Bruce. No more Bruces. My grandmother's name is Myrtle. They don't make Myrtle anymore. No more Earls, no more baby Earls. Well, let's be honest, Earl was never a baby. Let's be truthful. As far as I know, Earl's always been a 65-year-old black man. That's what I know Earl to be. Earl will fix your car. That's what Earl will do. If you want to know whether or not they still make you, if the only time you hear your name was when they mention a hurricane, yeah, they don't make you anymore. That's how that works. I'm fascinated by names. Sometimes I'm big on sports. I like watching sports. And I'll watch PBR. Do you guys know what that is? Pro bull riding. Oh, man. Here's the thing I found fascinating about it. Every person in the pro bull riding events all have Western names. They're all Luke, and Cody, and Wyatt, and Colton, Shane, every one of them. I don't know if it's you have that name and you go into pro bull riding, or that you have a regular name and they assign you a name when you go into pro. But every single one of them has that type of name. And that's coming out of the chute is Luke. And we root for Luke because Luke sounds like he should be on a bull. But if they had regular names, it would make a little cause for concern. Coming out of the chute is Stewart. Oh, no. Oh, God, no. Stewart, get off that bull, Stewart. Stewart has no business on that bull. What are you doing, Stewart? My name is Lamont. They still make Lamonts. They only come in black, but they still make them. Yeah, I got nothing. I got nothing for 12 and 14, Annie. I live in Long Beach, California. I've got a bug problem in my house. It's cockroaches. The other night, I'm asleep in bed. A cockroach the size of a football jumps on my chest, wakes me up and says, "Hey, Lamont, we got ants." Now look, that is a perfect 12-year-old appropriate joke. All right. The show was over 15 minutes ago. I've just been waiting for you guys to leave. Yeah, pickleball people here? Okay. There's no joke associated with this. I just love playing pickleball, and I'm just looking for the people to play pickleball. There's no joke here. I'm just looking if they're here. Fine, I will see you on the court during the cruise. This is what I am, sir, Robin. I'm at a point in my life where I just want respect. I don't care whether it's earned or not. The first place you get to get your respect when you're as a comic is when you buy your plane ticket, or just anyone as a plane ticket. You get to decide what they're going to call you. Mr., Mrs., Miss, Doctor. You're looking for respect, maybe I'll select Doctor. I'm here to tell you, do not select Doctor, because that can backfire on you. Because you could be on the plane and they actually need a doctor, and then you are 0 for 1 in your medical career, so do not select Doctor. You know what I am on every single plane, including the flight to Seattle here? Professor. That's where I get my respect. I'm professor on every single flight, because that will never backfire. Because never in the history of aviation has there ever been an educational emergency. Not once. Oh my God, is there a professor on board? No one's ever asked that. And even if they did, how bad could it be? Is there a professor on board? Why, yes, I'm a professor. What seems to be the problem? This plane left Chicago at 8 a.m. going 500 miles an hour. No, no one's ever needed that solved. The last thing about respect that I enjoy is the fact that when I go to the bank, I like to be called Mr. Ferguson. Mr. Ferguson. You know what I found out? That title directly associated with the balance of your bank account. You gotta have at least a comma. At least a comma will get you Mr. You walk in the bank with 46 bucks in your bank account, that's a first name bank account. That's what that is. 46 bucks, what's up, dude? That's what 46 bucks is. And you gotta watch out, it happens fast. You didn't realize how fast it happened. Decades ago, Robert, decades ago, I felt good. I walked in the bank, I had $1,010 in my bank account. They go, what can we do for a day, Mr. Ferguson? I'd like to withdraw $20. Here's your money, Lamont. It happens that fast. That's how fast it happens. I'll see you guys around the ship. We're done here. Good night. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it.